Good morning and welcome to another Lance's Italian mountain biking adventure. We're in Aosta Valley at the moment, well slightly above it this morning, and I'm going to take my vehicle behind me, go and pick up a rental bike from the bike shop. They've been really helpful, and going to drive up for about an hour up to the Thuile. Awesome place to ride. Anyway, let me show you my little car. What do you think? Okay, we've got a little bit of rubbish on the back, but should do the job. Actually, they're pretty damn slow, these things, so we're going to go with the Citroen, which still has not had a wash the entire trip yet. But anyway, let's get into town. So I hired a bike from Aosta Valley. This guy calls himself BDA Experiences. If you want to hire a bike off him, I'll leave a link in the description. Really cool, set the bike up for me. It helped me into the back of the car, put a bit of fuel in. Always make sure, of course, you put the right fuel in when you're in a different country. And today I went with an enduro bike, gone with the Transition Sentinel rather than a downhill bike, and I think this is probably a good choice for the Thuile. Alright, as usual, it's first chairlift of the morning. I'm getting really used to this now. One thing I always have to try and remember is to make sure when I buy the ticket is to get a map at the same time. That really helps. And what do you do when you get off a chairlift? Well, you roll straight into chairlift number 2. Alright, I know I normally do a scenery check about halfway through the video, but I can't help myself. I think we need a scenery check now. Alright, let's get into it. Not sure what we're getting into to start with. Now I do remember this place having some really cool stuff, but also some quite techie lines. In fact, this is not that easy to start with. Okay, so I've gone with the Transition Sentinel, whole enduro bike, not the downhill bike today. And anyway, we'll see whether that was a good thing or a bad thing. I'll let you know at the end of the day. Got some quite good TRP brakes on it. Got them switched the right way around, of course. Alrighty, I suppose I better do cost because I always tend to forget that. Bike park, I think it was 35 euros. It's one of the cheaper ones. The bike, I think, is 60 or could it be 70? I haven't actually paid for it yet. The toll road out here, 9 euros. Car parking, 5 euros for the day. Tank of gas, 60 something euros. And the fun I'm going to have, absolutely priceless. Actually funny though, surprises me, so I've been asked you have to leave a deposit on the bikes and that, and the most I've ever had to leave is my driver's license. And let's say I've got this bike here and he doesn't even have my driver's license. Oh, to get some wet spots, just yellowish, you need a lens wipe. Oh, it's going down a stream at the moment. Yeah, trail conditions are super dry other than the super wet bits. All right, I'll give you that lens wipe. There you go, man. So, yeah, I took, me and Jacqueline took 2 e-bikes out for the day, and the guy didn't have anything other than a phone number from us that was a SIM card that not even, it's basically a burner phone. Had no driver's license, no car, didn't know where we came from. That's trusting for you. Woohoo! That's fun. What do we think of this? Yee-hoo! having quite good fun on this bike. Alright, what's happening here? We're coming out on the road maybe? Nope, we're going under the road I think. Stay on the bridge and not in the river. What do we think? Oh, hey, that's cool. That's cool. Alright, riding down a bit of a river. Oh, I love this sort of stuff. Bit of rocky, ticky goodness. Felt that on the rim. Have I mentioned flowers on this channel before? I don't think I have actually. Actually, for those of you who do just tune into my channel just for the flowers, one of the reasons I really love, oh it's chunky, here is it is so beautiful. I think I'm here just at a slightly different time of the year because I have been here once before, and I'm not sure if it's azaleas or rhododendrons, but in the lower slopes they're just big red flowers covering all the slopes. But anyway, that's enough about flowers. Let's get back into riding. Oi. There you go. I always forget you meet a walker coming up. I was in the zone, not really thinking about that. The thing is quite unique about, well, Europe I guess, and Italy, is you're riding out in the mountains and then suddenly you're in a field with hay, and then next thing you're coming through a village with these beautiful tiled roofs. Look at those massive big slate tiles. Now I think we may have to do a little bit of road work, but that's all good. Look at the flower. Oh, no, I'm allowed to mention flowers, sorry. There you go. Alright, might just get some nice fresh water. What do we think? Join the bikey boys? Oh shit, Alright, that's all good fun until a bee gets inside your helmet and stings you. That's not very nice. Alright, just come back up on the chairlift. One thing I do like to do when I come to a bike park is to explore all the kind of periphery tracks of the bike park. I just like exploring, and so that's what we're going to do. We're heading over the other side this time to check out maybe K. Not very imaginative names, but K. I think probably the enduro bike is definitely the best choice for here. This is not really the best for a downhill bike on a lot of this, and I did have to cycle back along the road on the flat, which again is not much fun on a downhill bike. So yeah, I think an enduro bike's best for this bike park, but you could ride here on a downhill bike. Okay, this looks like a bit of a boggy hole. As I say, it's super dry other than when you get a stream running down the track, and there seems a few of those. I've got a funny feeling you actually have to go up there. Yeah, okay. Not sure if I've ever mentioned e-bikes on this channel, but this would be quite a nice little challenging ride on an e-bike. I think you could have bypassed this little climb, but then you would have missed this scenery. Wow. Wow. Alright, well I guess we get to find out whether that little climb, the descent was worth it, but it was worth it just for the view, I think. Actually, I must admit, these full-on 29ers, I keep buzzing my bum on the old back tyre quite a bit. Oh, that's a rock garden. This is a real rock garden. Do you reckon the rocks are grippy? Guess we'll find out. Oh shit. Whoa! Okay, that was not a roll. That was kind of cool. Yeah, I actually had to jump off there. Anyway, we made it. Okay, that's no flipping joke. That's no joke at all. Oh shit. Okay, that's why I remember coming here. The blacks are no joke, eh? I think last time I came here I gave myself a bit of a scare and I ended up riding most of the reds. And I'm still a little bit nervous from that. Alright, I guess this one's called Kappa, so I guess that's number K. I'd call this the sort of bike park for people who don't like bike parks. A little bit of up, a little bit of down, very scenic, some rough, ready trails. It's pretty cool. One thing that's really cool, and literally, is I went down to the car park to have bit to eat, and I mean that's still the Thuile's up in the mountains, but it's quite hot there. You come up here and it's so much cooler. It's really pleasant. I don't cope well with the heat, so that's why I like being in the mountains all the time. Alright, interesting line choice here. I thought you could ride the rock like a wall, but actually I don't think you can. So you can either go below it or above it. I think I might try above it. That's the line I'm going to take, I think. It's SDA. Okay, this is officially a bog. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be riding. There's a lot of tyres have been through this bog, saying that. Luckily I didn't have to stop because I didn't want to put my shoes down in that lot. Oh, more bog. Oh no, it looks like we're back on some sort of track. Back on track. Oh, my seat is loose. I keep tightening it up, but it's swiveling and dropping as well. Oh no, I've got to stop. It's too bad. Alright, I fixed the seat post, but I put the bottle back in the bottle cage because it's quite handy, but it rattles, and I know you guys get really annoyed with rattly bits, same as me, so I might have to put it in my backpack. But yeah, that noise is the bottle. Wait, oh, wait again. Oh, that was fun. Oh, this is cool. And this is, I think these are just reds, I think. I don't think this is a black, although it's a pretty zesty red. This bike park's not really a beginner. I think there's maybe one or two blue trails you can do. Most are red and some are black. And the reds, as I say, is my wife would never want to ride one of these reds. Not sure whether we might be doing a black one, but they've gone this way, so safety in numbers and all that. Only one thing I do find frustrating is that I like to meet up with people and ride with people and talk with people, but of course sometimes there's just a language barrier and you just can't quite get there. Oh. Oh, that's confronting. That is seriously confronting. I think we're doing it though. That's a cool line.
It's a bonus, huh?
What?
It's a bonus, I think.
Yeah, I didn't know a number.
Hiking fine.
Oh, is it?
Hiking trail, yeah.
All right. I just figured you knew where you were going.
Just looking around.
Yeah.
Really cool though.
Very cool. Okay, I just got told this is a hiking trail, so I'm not even sure it's graded for mountain biking. Actually, we haven't had our wooden sculpture of the day today. This one's not quite as impressive as some of the other ones we've seen, but my wife will like it because it looks like he's playing the keyboard or something. Okay, I think that is officially flower photo time. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's not. Oh shit. Oh, 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 whoa. Sometimes you just kind of get out of shape. You envisage where your wheels are going to go and then something else happens. I think the secret is just never panic. No matter how out of shape you feel, just keep riding it. It's something, usually it works itself out. I guess all these people are smarter than me and didn't want to pay €5 to park their car, so they've obviously found a spot you can park for free. So anyway, I'll know that for next time. Alright, turns out I did spot a bear today. And a rooster of all things. Okay, so that's what normal Italians do. They go to the restaurant and have some pizza. But I'm going to take my packed lunch and go and eat it in the park. Alright, I think that may be my table. I've reserved it. Now if you want random, check this out. There's actually a swimming pool down there. Look at that. I don't think I'll be going in the pool. I hardly ever swim. Okay, been doing some more laps and somehow I found myself lost. Don't know how I manage it. This is not a track, but I am not pushing back up. So we're gonna make this work. I hope, because I'm not pushing back up this again. Whoa, that's just pretty severe. Shoo-wee. Okay, this is a bad idea. This is almost. This has got to be up there with the top with my bad ideas. Okay, the question is, how slow could I go down it? If you don't think this is steep, okay. This is the dumbest idea I've ever had. Oh, damn. Oh shit. Okay, this is flippin' stupid. It does show though, if you don't have your weight on the back wheel. I think we can get down here though. Oh shit. I do remember this bike park, and a lot of people disagree with me, struggles to follow the signage round. Really do. There's a track closed, so I went on past it a bit, and then next thing I'm in this. Oh my god. Use your front brake, Lance. A lot of front brake. A lot of front brake. This probably won't even look steep on the GoPro, but trust me, we're doing off-de-piste. Sometimes you think, could you just let it go and hope you don't hit anything rough on the way down, but it's not groomed. When you see those GoPro videos of them coming down those, really steep pistes, and you think, nah, I could do that, I could do that. Well, I'm not sure I could, to be fair. Okay, the question is, where the hell did that trail come from? And how did I miss it? Oh, she's super dry and dusty in here. Now you may be wondering why I didn't just hire a bike in Thuile rather than bring one here. And one of the things when I'm hiring bikes, I like, if possible, to physically see the bike I'm going to hire and check it. And of course, I couldn't really do that. I'd have to come out here and risk A, them not having a bike, or B, not having the bike I was happy with. So by inspecting it in Aosta, the shop doesn't close till 7 o'clock at night, and the bike park closes at 5, so there's no real issue there. And the guy I hired it from was really cool. What do we got here? Okay, it's definitely a drop. Okay, you can't roll that. Drop into some steep stuff. Ooh, that wasn't really a drop, that was more of a fall off the edge. Man, it's dry. Amazing how dry it is. Oh, until the wet bit, of course. Actually, it's slightly nicer when it's wet. A little bit of moisture gives you grip. When it's really dry, it's actually quite shingly and loose. Alright, I'm thinking hard. What's the line here? Probably wide is always good. Oh, that's going to be seriously tight. Couldn't have done that on the downhill bike. Way! Oh, I wasn't expecting that. 30 degrees down here. It's probably only about 15 up the top. Alright, we're on our daily gelato hunt, so just yell out if you see the sort of big ice cream on the side of the road. There he is, that's the one. That's what we're after. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed the Transition Sentinel. Had an epic day. If you're interested in hiring one from that guy, I'll leave a link in the description. In fact, that was the last ride in Italy. We're actually now, that is France. and that is Italy. I'm pretty much on the border. We're driving through to Morzine today. We're going to spend a week in Morzine, really looking forward to that. Being a little bit of a cheapskate, well, not really, but we decided not to drive through the Mont Blanc tunnel. It's about 35 euros to drive through there, and it would take about 2 hours to do that, but we're going to do a sort of detour, sort of 4 hours over through the mountains and things like that, make it a bit more interesting. Anyway, we'll see you real soon in Morzine. So anyway, don't forget to hit the old thumbs up, like, leave a comment. Love hearing your comments. Anyway, we'll see you there.